Welcome to the Passionate Motivation Volleyball Podcast, empowering coaches and parents of youth athletes. Passionate Motivation Volleyball, where we fight in a positive way. Our intention is to fight with a positive, honest, intelligent, tough, and energetic mindset. I'm your host, Christy Callahan, a coach with 25 years of playing experience, including being a former collegiate athlete, a coach with 20 years of experience, 2 years as a club director, and I've been on a mission to build the foundation of volleyball where it barely existed just a few short years ago. Each week on this podcast, I'll be sharing insights, tips, and powerful strategies to help you elevate your volleyball journey. So this morning, grab your coffee, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. What up? It's your girl, Coach C, where the doubters stay watching, but I stay winning. A few weeks ago, I published an article that became famous and gained the national attention of JVA and is on their blog. Club teams from around the nation have been reading this top article called Important Rules Every Volleyball Parent Should Know. And today we're going to focus on trust the process, even when it's ugly. And listen, I mean ugly. I'm talking shanked passes, double contacts, net touches. Look, it's all a part of the game. But how do you react to those moments? That's what really shapes your athlete. I know it's hard to watch. You see your kid out there struggling, maybe not getting the calls, maybe riding the bench more than you think they should. And I get it. It's frustrating. But again, here's the thing. Volleyball is a game of mistakes and learning from those mistakes. The best players are not the ones who never mess up. They're the ones who learn, adapt, and keep pushing. Look, as a club director, I've seen this firsthand. Every season, I watch players go through the rough patches. The moments where they're in their heads, the moments where they're doubting themselves, and then something clicks. Maybe it's a tough loss that pushes them to train harder. Maybe it's sitting out a game and realizing, I need to step up my game. And I've seen you beautiful parents become impatient, rolling your eyes, nodding your head in every direction other than I approve. And let's be real, the negative comments that you speak under your breath. We all do it. We're all guilty. Trust me, I know. But that's why I'm here to remind you that growth isn't always pretty. But trust me, the players who embrace the struggle usually are those kids that have parents that are super supportive. So look, even if you haven't been super supportive in the past because of the negative comments, because of the eye rolls, it's never too late to change for your athlete. From a coaching angle, I can tell you our focus isn't just on what happens today. We're looking at the big picture. A missed serve, a bad pass, it's not the end of the world. What matters is what did they learn from it? And I'll say it again. The best athletes, they don't just win the games, they embrace failure as part of the journey. Parents, your reaction to those moments teaches your athlete whether to trust the process or fight against it. Real talk. This is where parents struggle the most. Playing time. Your athlete might not be on the court as much as they or you think they should be. And it's hard. And no matter how many times I say this on my podcast, I know it's going to be hard. But here is the absolute truth. Please understand this. Your athlete not being on the court may be an opportunity for them to learn just as much off the court as the ones who are on the court are learning. Learning to cheer on their teammates, learning to stay positive in the midst of feeling like they've failed, handling frustration, learning that life isn't fair, but doing everything they can to be able to get that playing time. I've heard of so many parents pulling their kid off of a team because of lack of playing time. Let me tell you something. When I was a junior in high school, I was still lacking confidence in my game, and well, my coach could smell it. And I would be sitting on the bench, and not once did my parents take up for me. So seeing me miserable, as much as my parents loved me, they truly loved me so much that they were willing to allow me to slightly suffer that short time so that I would gain the perseverance to say, I am going to work harder. I wound up going to the gym every day 2 hours after school to work on my serve. And guess what? The next year, I was a starter and part of our MIAA championship winning team. Not only was I a starter and a part of that championship winning team, but I developed something that can never be taken away: perseverance. Here are some real facts. Did you know that 60% of kids say they'd rather have their parents cheer for them during the tough moments than just praise them on their wins? That's huge. So next time your athlete is struggling, try shifting the focus. Instead of saying, you should have played more, say, I loved how hard I saw you warm up. I love how much you cheered on your team. I promise you that one shift makes a world of difference. So parents, my question to you is, can you trust the process? And I mean that, even when it's ugly, when it's frustrating, because if you can, you'll be teaching your athletes resilience, grit, and the ability to bounce back. And those are skills that take them way beyond volleyball. Remember, volleyball is more than just a game. Volleyball teaches life. And I'm here for the ride. I hope you are too. Thank you for listening to this week's podcast. I hope you tune in next Monday at 8 a.m. I look forward to sharing more tips and stories with you then.